Good morning, my beloved, beautiful, true twin flames. This is Karen from Manna Delight. I am out on a nature walk and was guided to do so. And the signs of spring are so beautiful. Seen two cardinals already, a male and a female. I got the male, because you know they like to show off. I got the male, a picture of him. I may use it as the photo for this video. I haven't decided yet. Coming to you with another important message along this true twin flame journey. And the message is regarding a lot of the distortions and that are out there, because there are still quite a few, and it is a little disheartening. I recorded a rant a couple of days ago, and this is a take from that rant with a better increased message coming through. And now I know why I was led to wait for that, for the stronger clarification. But the message is still the same, that what is required with all of these lies and distortions that are out there, and of course they are, because where there's light, and the reason that light can be seen is because of the darkness. Lies are there so that the truth is obvious. And I've noticed this throughout my path, and it's just now coming to a real revelation as to why so much on my journey have I noticed distortions and kind of been drawn into situations where, whoa, that's not even the truth. That's not even this journey, you know. And so, and I have been shown when in given situations, 9 times out of 10, a person who is true and a person who is false. Not that they're false or dark necessarily, but that they have these distortions. And there are pure, true light beings, and there's no question about the 144,000 true twin flames being that. There are other beings also of light that are here, that are ascension helpers and gatekeepers and grid workers and all of these wonderful people. They're out there. And then there's some that are just riddled with distortions. As I've mentioned before, I felt like some, if not all, are running interference for the truth. Being and choosing to be that dark so that the light could shine. So, and here's where this is going to come in, because when you come out with these types of things, and this hasn't happened very often to me, but sometimes when you come out with highlighting something that is not necessarily of pure light or true, and you say it's dark, then you get the questions of judgment. Well, is that judgment? And there's a difference between discernment and judgment. And here it is. You have to make what we call judgment calls on certain things, where you're discerning the difference between this and that. And it's okay. Where the distortion comes in is the judgment. Judgment says what that completely is. Like I'm telling you that I don't believe that all dark beings and all those that are holding distortions are still not pure in their essence. Now, do I believe that there are some that are not pure in their soul and they are just dark beings through and through? Yeah, I'm sure there really are. Not my job to go that step further with my discernment of that being dark and off and say what needs to happen and judge that person accordingly and still not love them. So where the balance comes in is in between discernment and judgment, of course, is always the love, and going back to love and saying, okay, that person's off. It doesn't mean that, they have distortions right now. It doesn't mean that they may not resurface after they've cleared those distortions and lies and darkness and be a true being of light who was put here to help shine the light. I believe, so then I'm not making a judgment call on their life. I'm making a judgment that is not what I resonate to, and to protect myself and my union, not that I'm in fear, but because I don't want to give my consent to any distortion. I don't want to give my consent to any non-truth, because I am part of the truth. I am part of the light, as you are. We are the light of the world, is a message that I've been getting very clearly. Along with we are the event, I'm getting we are the light of the world. And this is something that we've seen in Yeshua and Mary Magdalene's journey here on earth, is I am the way, the truth, and the life. But he also said he's the light of the world. And this is what it is all about. That's what the truth of that is. It's not that he came to be the savior of the world, but it's that he came to be the light of the world. And we are him. We are Yeshua and Mary Magdalene. There's no separation there. We are the light of the world. The 144K true twin flames are without a shadow of a doubt the light of the world. What does the light do? The light shines on the darkness. Now more than ever, like I've been saying, with this pink full moon, from this full moon to May 29th, filled with all kinds of disclosure, truths being revealed, and I'm seeing that more and more. My readings are getting clearer, more crystal clear, and what it is doing is it's shining more light. We've taken on more light, and I'll get into that in a little bit, but we've taken on more light. So what's happening during my readings now is I'm really, really highlighting distortions. I'm really seeing more clearly the distortions within someone's dynamic. And then it's leading me to basically tell these people the same thing, these twins the same thing. And that is, seal this and seal that and seal this person who is no longer for your highest good out of your union. And then I'm giving them a meditation. But what I've done is just tell them what I do as far as a meditation, but I'm actually going to make a meditation. And you guys have known that I've been running these 11/11 specials. Well, right now I feel like I'm going to run another special. It's going to be for 2222, which I feel is a major twin flame number. It's going to be 4 cards, and I'm setting the intention and asking that if there's any distortion, regardless if it is in a form of a person, because we all know that, it can be in the form of a family member, a karmic partner for either you or your twin. It can be a sister, a brother, a grandmother, anyone who's not for your highest good, who would have their energies either trying to siphon your energy from your union. They are attracted to your union. And highlighting and setting the intention that it's revealed what this distortion is within this reading. And then I'm sending you a copy of my meditation. It's not me really going into a meditation. I'm guiding you through what to say, what to include in it. And also, I don't know if you guys have seen the Union Declaration, a Declaration of Union that was posted beneath of one of my videos. I will link that video to the end of this video. But there's a Declaration of Union where a rod and staff twin was guided by Divine Source to seal out, to clear lots of different distortions for us and declaring that we are in union. I highly recommend this declaration. Another twin that I work with very closely, she knows who she is, she's probably listening to this, was telling me that she lights a candle every night for her twin, showing her twin the way home. It was so beautiful. And I'm sure you guys have, maybe others of you have heard this and are doing this yourself, but it's so beautiful. So what I suggested for her when she does that is to say this declaration. It's something that I'm going to start doing. And so this is what we're doing. So I'm going to go through the meditation and tell you what I'm doing and what I'm saying to pull out and seal out whatever's revealed within your reading that needs to go, whatever is in your union. So I'm leaving that, the special down below for that with a link for it. And then I'm sending out this meditation, which is not really like a meditation where I'm saying close your eyes, and all this and that. But you do want to be clear. And when you're listening to it, you can repeat what I'm saying as a meditation. And the more that you do it, the more you'll be able just to roll with it and not have to listen to me. But I'm just letting you know what was suggested for me to do to seal out energies from my union. Because you cannot have no one else's energy attached to your union. No one. No one. It's two energies. Your feminine energy and your masculine energy. That's it. If there's hanger-ons, they need to be cut off. They need to be cut loose from your journey. It doesn't mean that you hate this person, or it means that you don't love them, or that they're not pure beings, or they're not true twins. It means they cannot siphon off of your union. Everyone's going at their own pace. Everyone is ascending at their own pace, according to what you signed up for, according to the work that you said you would come here to do, those things that you said you would heal and clear. You and your twin are simultaneously working on these things together. So everyone's different. If you are down here on this negative loop and there's someone that is attached to your journey, you are not going any higher, because they're siphoning your journey, your energy, off of your union, and it's causing you to stay on a loop, to be slowed down. And now is the time for these truths to be revealed, and then this is when action needs to be taking place. Shining your light on the distortions. So some of the distortions that I've noticed here lately that are out there are those that would want to accuse and blame and cause discord, and which is the opposite of harmony, to sow discord with you and your masculine twin. In their last summer, there was this same thing going around. And if you've been, part of the twin flame community and listened to a lot of different YouTubers, that I will also caution you about, because the majority of them are riddled with distortions. If you, I'd like just to make a list of the true twins, and I just don't know if I will get clearance to do that, because any other time that I've really wanted to come out against someone, I've only been allowed to, I've not only been guided to a handful of times. But if you've been watching me for any significant amount of time, you know that I don't hesitate to call non-twins out when they are delivering distorted information to true twin flames. And I don't have any fear regarding that. And like I said, that's not judgment, that's discernment. And there's a difference between the two. And you have to make judgment calls regarding what you're discerning. is this person for my highest good or not? It doesn't mean that you're judging them to a life in hell. It doesn't mean that you're saying they're dark and bad and ooh. You're saying, that's not for my highest good. I do not resonate. And it's talk to the hand. You know, if that is even still a saying out there. It's that. It's putting your arms out and saying, give me 50 feet, you know? And it's okay to do that. And it's okay to block, unsubscribe, unfollow someone who is not resonating to your truth if they are riddled with these distortions. These distortions have screwed up our journey. You all should really be pissed. These distortions have caused us to have more pain than we should have because they were out there telling these lies. Yeah, all according to the bigger picture, and we've had to go through that. But the time is now for us to shine our light on these distortions. If you're seeing these things, do not give your consent and power away to a distortion. I will not have it. I will not have it on my channel. If there's someone that's coming and dropping in the comments a distortion, they are deleted and they are blocked. I just had to block and delete someone else who was another twin who I had been helping, but I had to do that. And I let her know I had to do that. And the reasons behind it. I no longer, which is a beautiful thing to say, try it. I no longer. That means growth. That means you've moved past something and realized the truth. So I no longer am allowing any distortions or non-truths in my field. How? Why? How is I'm sealing it out and I'm putting up boundaries? Why? Because I'm ringing true. I want my light to shine as brightly as it can. That's what we're here for. This is the disclosure. We are the event, like I keep saying. So we have to clear these things out of our field. This is why this video right now is so important during this time, because I'm noticing more and more about the truths being revealed. And we need to capitalize on this month and take it seriously and get rid of these energies that are affecting our union, period and point blank. And it doesn't mean, like I said, this is not about separation consciousness or anything like that. It is saying, I am here for the truth. I'm a true twin flame. And it's coming up in readings, and this is how I know that it's true. I've always trusted my readings. I've always trusted my intuition and my guidance, and I've never second guessed it. And so it's coming up in the readings, the Devil card, the 3 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, someone's hiding something, the fox, the snake, the mouse. All of these are coming up in readings. And what is that telling me? There's a distortion there. There's a darkness there. Does it mean that this person is dark? This twin? No, it means that there is something attached to their union that needs to be cut and sealed out of their union. This is an important message for us, because now is the time for us to do this, to see it and recognize it, something that you haven't seen before, and seal it out, because we're ascending higher. We're going up and up and up. There's no room for any of this anymore. And this is how we're going to do it. It doesn't mean anything about separation consciousness, because we're down here in the 3D world. There is no such thing of it, really. Okay? Truthfully, we're all one. Truthfully, there is no separation. It's not my business to say what happens to dark beings or anyone who has chosen a dark path in this lifetime. It's not my job to say what happens to them. Let that go and let it be dealt with by source energy. However, in this physical reality, just like with our twins, the separation of our energies was essential. It is essential that you separate your energies in this physical realm from anyone that is dragging your union down. It doesn't mean your first separation consciousness, because it doesn't really exist. It means I cannot have your energy. I have to seal your energy out of my union. Union is here. It's union time. We're coming into the physical manifestation of union that's already here. Just like you're really never separate from your twin, and you're never really separate from these people that you need to release in this physical reality, is the same way that you're already in union with your twin. And this needs to be realized. And a shift of perception for most people. But this is what's kept a lot of us stuck, is someone else being attached to your union. Has been keeping us stuck and on these negative loops. Now it's time to break the chains and be set free from their energies and from the looping, the negative looping. It's time to go past it. Okay, so there's that. So now's the time for that. A way to tell if you need to get off of someone's channel, or, you know, whether they have distortions or not have distortions. A way to know is if there's fear there. If they're telling you anything that is fearful. Fear is the opposite of love. So anytime they say something that is fearful or causes you to fear whether you're going to make it or not, because they've said something regarding God's wrath or punishment, or that you should be mad at your twin, just like I said before. And getting back to the basics of the journey. I hope you guys can hear all these birds. It's beautiful here. Absolutely beautiful here. And there's birds everywhere. Back on track. Getting back to the basics, though, of the journey, okay, is how you know. And now's the time for the blinders to come off and for all truths to be revealed. So if you're paying attention, it's going to happen for you. You're going to start seeing things and getting guidance to set a boundary. And it's self-love when you set a boundary, period. This is how you know when someone's in self-love, is when they start setting boundaries and not accepting any BS and only accepting what's for their highest good. Not everyone out there is for your highest good. And it's just a fact. So, ways to tell if there's fear, God's wrath. Just like I was saying earlier, if you've been listening to me any amount of time, I've went in on some people. But last summer, there was this distortion that was running out that was completely fear-based. And it was talking about if your twin doesn't choose you, because we were at a connection point during this time. So everyone was getting riled up because it wasn't really coming in, because there wasn't time yet. It wasn't divine timing, but there was a connection point there. So a lot of people were out shouting union. And then it didn't happen. And so these people were saying, well, if your masculine doesn't get on board, their soul's going to be snatched out of that body and put in someone else's body. Which is so completely ridiculous, but there's remnants of that same distortion running through now that's talking about God's wrath. Talking about, and this is a high-level twin who's doing this, talking about God's wrath and that the masculine will stop their resistance or die. Distortion. BS and not truth. Let's get back to basics. The basics are unconditional love, which is the core and center of everything. Love always wins. Love is the truth. Love is real. So let's get back to that. That means there is no such thing as God's wrath, just like there is no such thing as judgment or karma. There are no conditions on which you are loved or whether you deserve love or whether you're pure. It just is, and you just are. It's that simple. Let's get back to the basics on the definition of a twin flame. Once again, when someone asks you what is a twin flame, I hope you're saying it's one soul in two bodies. And if you say that, I'm hoping you believe that. And it is that if you're choosing union, your soul is pushing you towards union. That's what all this crap's been about. All the purging. Then it's pushing your masculine too. They can't get away. There is no resistance. But that's a lie and a distortion that's out there. And I can't help this person because I've tried to. But it's attached to the same energy that was spinning around last summer. Or it may have been even longer than that, you guys. It might have been the fall before that. But if you've been around and you've watched, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I only highlight it to say that it's still a distortion that is running through some. So what can we do? We can seal out anything that's not in our union. We can declare that we're in union, which is what I did with my Sacred Healing Circle a few weeks back. It's what I'm doing by posting the union declaration from a rod and staff union, a high-level, important rod and staff union that was given from Source, and telling you all to declare that you're in union. Declare that you are love, your unconditional love. There is no fear. There is no judgment. You are God. You are sovereign. You are free. You're a powerful being. And remembering and realizing and coming into this truth. And you can come into this truth, shine brighter when you cut off all of the distortions and those energies that are not supposed to be attached to your union. And that's what this is about. It's all about you ascending higher and shining brighter and coming into your truth. And so what I'm asking from all of you is to do this. Cut and seal anything, person, distortion, lie. It can be a lie that your parents told you that still rings in your ear. It can be a lie somebody at church told you that still rings in your ear. It's a distortion to your truth. And you know your truth by your heart, by tuning into your heart space and what your remembrance is. Your knowing is your remembrance. How do I know certain things? I don't really know how I know certain things, but that's my remembrance of my truth and remembrance of who I really am that's coming through. And that's your knowing. If it doesn't, that's why resonance is so important. If it doesn't resonate to you, it's most likely not part of your truth. So if you're tuning into this, like I have so many that resonate to what I'm saying, it's the truth of the journey. It's the getting back to basics because it's not difficult. It's been made more difficult than it really is. It's been made harder, tougher, because there were things that were trying to hold us back from physical union. Because when physical union manifests here, it's fireworks, it's bells, it's whistles, it's the wave, it's the event. And so when that comes in, it's lights out and it's game over for a lot of those out there that were trying to prevent union. So this is a plea for you. If you resonate to being a true twin flame, then I would implore you to seal out. If you are not sure, that's why I'm offering this reading, because my readings have been more and more coming to the forefront of what people are dealing with. So the time's now. It's like I've done other readings for these people, but now was the time for them to learn about this distortion. And so now's the time that a lot of things are being revealed. So I want to capitalize on this whole month of May with this full moon that's still going on till the next full moon, of where it is like heavy duty truth being shown, distortions being highlighted, coming to the forefront in order for it to be cleared. It's time. It's time. So, doing that, first of all, figuring out what needs and who needs to be sealed out of your union, declaring that, staying in a high vibration, staying in the love, not going to a place of condemning someone, but just saying they're not for my highest good at this time. If they are meant to be a part of my life, they will come back. And staying in an attitude of compassion and love and keeping your vibration very, very high is how this will be accomplished. But you do what is best for you, because what is going to help the world? What is going to correct all this? Us, the light of the world, coming into physical union with our beloveds. This is how we change it for good. And so we have to do this. No more negative looping. No more having unwarranted compassion for those that really don't have your highest good in mind. And they're there as an obstacle to your union. We can be imbalanced with our compassion and still giving too much to those who are causing us harm. The balance is to say, I'm choosing myself. And this is why self-love is so crucial. And choosing yourself and tuning into your own heart and your own resonance and your own truth is because you got to do what you got to do. Your union is something that you and your twin created together. You know your truth. You know your union. No one else's energy can be attached to your union. So, first doing that, sealing that out, and then I'm asking for all the true twin flames. And this doesn't mean that you are argumentative or that you're causing discord, but you are basically shining your light. If you see someone who is yielding one of these distortions and lies within the community, you have every right to pop the truth in there. I've done it on Facebook a couple of times. I've had to, where I was guided to do so. I was guided to say, that's not truth. Here's what the truth is. I didn't personally attack the person. I just went down below there and said, I don't believe that. That to me is a lie and a distortion within this ascension journey. But here is the truth of that. And it was simply this person talking about conditions like impatience, frustration, eating meat. These things were being highlighted as things that would keep you from ascending to the 5D timeline. That's not truth to me. There are no conditions on which you will ascend. You're already a perfect being. A true twin flame. So, of course, in this, and this is another lie and distortion that's out there regarding the twins. If you hear somebody talking about blaming and accusing the masculine and saying they're in resistance and saying that they've did this and they've did that and they're not going to come to you because they have free will, these are all lies and distortions. Your masculine twin has been working this entire time right along with you. Of course they have. Once again, they're your soul. So they have been ascending on this journey, and you couldn't have done it without them. But there are distortions out there that would have you blame, have you walk away from them, which have you call them up in this 3D reality, which they're not even working in this 3D reality. Which I explained before, and let me explain it again real clear, because there was a lie and a distortion posted because of what I said, because I don't think the person fully understands what I'm saying. The distortion was that your twin is hopping from body to body. That's not truth. I didn't mean that. What I'm saying is that we, the feminine, are here in this physical reality. We're grounding here in the physical reality, our union. The masculine has grounded something else in the physical, which is the physicalness. We have grounded the spiritualness. So when I'm saying that they're not always here in this physical reality, that's the truth. Your true twin flame is in other timelines and dimensions, not in other physical bodies on this earth. They have one physical body, and it is that body that you met and that you're connecting to. They're off in other dimensions, working the journey spiritually. They're on the other dimensions doing that. So they're helping us here. We're helping them there. And it's a thing in tandem. It's not, they're not getting it. They're in resistance. They haven't woke up yet. They don't know what's going on. There is no resistance. We are just not supposed to see it in the physical reality. It's not here in this physical reality yet. That's what we're waiting for, is the manifestation of our unions in this physical reality. When it's time, when the cake is done, then your true twin is fully realized in that physical body. But the distortion is to believe what you're seeing in this physical reality as truth and then act out accordingly. They're in resistance. They've got their free will and they're not going to choose me. Lies, distortions. Get back to the simple basics of the truth. There's those out there that would like to make things more complex than they are and layer a bunch of words on a bunch of stuff, big words that I don't even think they fully understand, and they are making it more complex than it is. These are distortions that would take you away from the truth. But it's time that we all stepped into our truth and our light more and more and shined brighter, brighter, brighter. So if you see somebody saying something, it's your job, why you came here, to shine your light. All you got to do is spit a little bit of truth and break up that distortion. Whenever I feel led to do that, I do that with no fear. That's not truth. This is truth. This is our twin flame journey. And there are those out there that are distorting it. And it, like I said, it should piss you off. And so you should be speaking the truth of the journey every single time you get a chance. And shining your light every single time you get a chance. This is how we're going to clear this. This is how we're going to make this come in a lot quicker, is if the true twin flames are shining their light as bright as they can. We are the light of the world. And it's here for us. It's not off somewhere else. All your doubts should have completely been dissipated right now. Doesn't mean that your 3D mind is still going to put a doubtful thought in your mind, because it will happen, because it can't help it, because it's a physical. It's your physical body. It's your physical mind. It's still there. And until it goes away and we're fully in our light bodies, we will have those thoughts. And you don't beat yourself up about that. Oh, I'm still in doubt. Oh my God. No, you realize, and it's just like your twin. Have compassion for yourself and compassion for them. They're off doing what they needed to do. And that 3D shell of a person there who's acting out is not your true twin. Not yet. I think that's all. I think I'm done. But it's here, guys. It's true. It's here. Keep saying it. The Union Declaration, I'll share it again underneath this one. And the video that I had that with, I'll share it there. I'm doing the reading, the 4-card reading, setting the intention that if there's anything within your union, that it would be revealed. And then I'm going to send you guys a copy of the meditation that I'm doing. And it's for those that are connecting to my message and connecting to my channel. I believe that I'm drawing all true twin flames. If I'm not drawing all true twin flames, then I'm drawing those that need to hear this message for them. And I still say the same thing. We made it. We did it. You did it. It's here. Congratulations. Happy birthday. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. This is the truth of it. Staying in that high vibration of it, shining your light as bright as we can, is going to bring this home quicker and quicker and quicker. And using this month, capitalizing on those truths being revealed and sealing everything out of your union. It's time to do that. The truth is here. We are really, really here. And the physical manifestation of all this is coming in. And we can speed that up by every one of us manifesting the truth and the light. And not allowing any more of the distortions and lies about our twin flame journey to affect us, siphon off of us, and distort our unions. Our unions are for our masculine energy and our feminine energy. And that's it. No other energy needs to be in your union. New moon reading coming in a little bit. We have a new moon in Taurus on the 15th. I'm getting ready to do a Taurus love reading for May. If you are a Taurus, your twin flame reading is 3333. I have the special this week for the 2222 of the 4-card reading, setting the intention to help you see what you need to do to move forward and to seal out your union. And as always, I'm here for you all. I love you all very much. And thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing below. Thank you for your beautiful comments. Thank you for the love, the donations, those that book with me and help me keep going on this journey and able to put these messages out there for all of us. My goal has and always will be to help true twin flames come into union. And so if you need me, do not hesitate to reach out. I do leave all of my information below. Have a beautiful week. Stay vibing really, really high. And I love you all very much. Namaste.